I am what I think you think I am. And we'll let that blow everyone's mind.
Right?
It gives me chills
like,
every
oh
time
my
I
God.
say it. And what he's trying to say is that we live in a perception of a perception of ourselves. So if I think you think I'm smart, then I allow myself to feel smart.
Right. It's
Or
like we need that validation.
We need that validation.
Right.
Or if I think you think I'm not smart, then I feel hurt.
Yeah.
And the challenge is I don't know what you're thinking at all, or especially outside in the world. And so I find that what you're saying around like, well, what do I think about myself? Like, how do I feel about myself? How do the people that actually know me feel about me?
Right.
I think that's really empowering. I wanted to ask you because I feel like from what I've seen and from what I've heard, you have great friendships. You have a great relationship with your family, as you said. Like, what do you think have been really great habits or traits in relationships that have helped you build up good friendships and family relationships? Because I think for so many people, sometimes their friendships and their family can often be the most difficult part. But I feel like the way you communicate or the way you're talking about it, I'm like, okay, there's some really good habits in place here.
Yeah.
Have there been any principles or rules that you've learned along the way that have been helpful?
I mean, of course, honesty. I'm a big person on like keeping a really honest, healthy, communicative relationship. But I also think like, I find it really important to have not feel like you're on top of each other when you have your family around or your friends around. It's okay to like sometimes, even if you're at like a family dinner, running to the bathroom and just being like, let me just take a couple breaths because this is getting overwhelming.
That's a great
Do you know what I
one.
mean? So
Yeah.
I just love to like take a second. My feelings are valid. Like sometimes my family's a lot, which I bet everyone already knows. Which
And
is
everyone's
everyone's
yeah,
families
everyone's
have a
family.
sense of
Yeah,
crazy to them.
totally.
But I think that I can get really overwhelmed really easily. I am prone to just, a good amount of anxiety and just being extremely overwhelmed and kind of taking everything too seriously sometimes. So I like to just step away sometimes and just be like, this is okay. I'm allowed to feel this way. It's valid. I'm just going to take a deep breath and I'm not going to react. And then I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to be fine. And
That's
so
a great
sometimes
habit.
I do that.
I love that. I love how easy it is. We don't
Yeah.
need to, no one needs to learn a new meditation practice
Right.
or new thing.
Sometimes
that's
it's
so
just as
accessible.
simple as that.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. I love
Yeah.
that. One of the things that, which really touched my heart when I saw this, because I think when things happen in culture and everyone talks about it, but sometimes you're like, okay, well, I can tell that there's a real connection here.